Hello, and welcome to Wyverns and Weirdos' Journey Home. I am your Dungeon Master, Darby, and joining me, as always, are Zoe, playing 𝗖𝗔𝗦𝗧, Emily, playing Beatrice, Laura, playing Conrad, and Johanna, playing 𝗖𝗓. Let's jump into it. So, where we last left off, the party went for a long rest in their little secret room, and then went down to level 5, the Gears of Hate. Trying to think where Gears of Despair came from. I'm sure that's something. I might just be mixing up different levels on here. Anyway. They got to the level, and Conrad, through spider climb, avoiding the psychic damage dealing slime, explored ahead, discovering a cog room to the south and a cog room to the north and a corridor to the south, which had a secret crawl space that allowed him to access a room with a stone juggernaut, a strange stone contraption that seemed to resemble an elephant with jeweled tusks on sort of stone rollers. Meanwhile, while this was going on, 𝗖𝗓 and the rest of the party were dealing with a door with a mouth that was demanding it be fed, and it was looking for something in particular. 𝗖𝗦𝗧, once the party gave up on the door option in the attempt to deciding to go through the slime, 𝗖𝗦𝗧 threw some trail mix at the door, then spat out that trail mix and swallowed her. 𝗖𝗓, in trying to fight off the door to get 𝗖𝗦𝗧 back, was also swallowed, leaving Conrad waiting for them in one of the gear rooms, and Beatrice with Artis and dragon bait. So we begin with 𝗖𝗦𝗧 and 𝗖𝗓. 𝗖𝗦𝗧, immediately when you arrive, you're alone. You arrive in a room half filled with rotting corpses. Protruding from one wall is a large green devil's face, its flared nostrils set just above the putrescent mass. A sconce above the face holds a flickering torch. There is also something that I might need to get you to roll some initiative for.
Okay. Natural 20.
Woo! So that totals...
Oh god, 22.
Alright. Actually, roll me a perception check to start with.
Okay. Same dice. Not a natural 20.
But, what is this?
Dirty 10.
Dirty 10. Okay, so, yeah. First turn, you're in this room. There are corpses all around.
She freaks out in a way she hasn't freaked out in a really long time. She just... Part of her completely freezes, but then also almost on instinct, she's going to try and scrabble to the wall and try and just get any kind of hold on the wall so she can have her weight on that and not in the corpse pit.
Okay. So you do that. Okay, so you're on the wall.
Yeah, near the devil face,
Yeah.
probably.
So
that's a clear climbing apparatus.
Yeah. So it is 8 foot high. You notice from where you are that the nostrils contain hollow cavities. And actually, roll me a perception check for this as well.
19.
19. You notice with that both of the holes, both of the nostrils contain a stone lever each.
Stone leather?
Yeah, lever, yes.
Okay.
All right, and that is your turn. After that, it is the creature in here's turn. As you feel a tentacle wrap around your leg, or go to wrap around your leg, and that's a natural 20. So you take.
Welcome to the corpse pit, baby.
So you take. You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage, and an additional. Oh wait, sorry. Only 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And an additional 4 points of piercing damage as this tentacle wraps around your leg. You are also grappled and restrained until the grapple ends. The creature then goes to hit you with its other tentacle. Yeah, that's gonna hit. That's a natural 15. For another 5 points of bludgeoning and 1 point of piercing.
Sorry, what was that damage again? Sorry.
So 5 of bludgeoning, 1 of piercing. So 6 all up.
Yep.
And finally, it gets a bite in. That is 16, which hits.
Yep.
So that is 4, 6, 7 points of piercing damage. And I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh God. Someone pick a number between 1 and 9. 4. Cool. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay, you feel there is something to the way this creature, like something in this creature's bite. But your natural constitution is able to kind of push past it and kind of eject the kind of sickly feeling from your body. At the end of the round, Fall, you appear in the room. Roll me initiative.
Okay, so 25.
25, okay. So, 25. So that puts you at the top of initiative. You are able to, with your reaction, your honed reaction as a monk, you're able to immediately, basically immediately act upon getting in here. As you see this, this Otia, this sewer beast, with its tentacles wrapped around Sebia.
Okay, so Fall already has his a spear out, which he's trying to hack at the face, so he's going to immediately throw that at this creature.
Okay.
So that is a
Put you where you would be, which is around
thanks.
central. So
a
you're
23 to hit.
not 23. Okay, that will hit.
So that is 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay.
And then he's going to run forward to the creature and try to do a savage kick at it. So that is 27 to hit.
27 hits.
That's 9 damage.
All right.
Okay, so he's going to whip out the Staff of Striking and hit with a 23.
That'll hit.
And I'm going to use 2 charges. So that is 12 plus 19 damage.
All right. So. Yep.
And then I will Flurry of Blows.
All right. For one last unarmed.
Yep. One last punch. So that is a 27 to hit,
That'll hit.
which is 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. Okay.
How does this creature react?
Yep. Yeah, it is pretty pissed. So.
And then with my last bit of movement, I'm going to go closer to Sevia.
Okay. Sevia, it is your turn.
Okay, so did that nat 20 on initiative run out at the end of that round?
I will.
Or do I get it on my first
I'll
attack?
allow you to have it on this turn because.
Cool.
Yeah.
Then I am going to use a spell that actually will warrant that. So. Ooh. You might be boss battling soon. So, what would you do? I would like to 5th level Witch Bolt.
Okay. Now you are attacking this creature from within with a ranged spell here from within melee range, so that would be disadvantage normally. So it's a flat roll.
Okay, cool. Please. 16.
That is enough.
Hey!
This thing hasn't got a great AC. Better than yours,
Hell
but not a great
yeah.
AC.
Oh, okay. Okay, well that's 5d12 for my trouble.
All right.
2, 3, 4, 5. That's 12, 23, 30, 38, 43 points of damage.
43, so it is looking shaky. Have you got anything you can do with your bonus action that you want to do?
It would be an action to attempt to escape the grapple, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Okay, cool then. Yeah, she doesn't even have bonus action spells prepared.
Oh,
So
just sorry, Zoe. Can I? Oh no, it. Yeah, I was gonna say you technically would have had disadvantage, but like, yeah, it's not like amount of disadvantage versus amount of advantage. It's if you have both, it just cancels out. So it still would have been a flat roll from being restrained by the creature.
okay,
But
cool.
yes,
So yeah,
but it's still just a flat
there's-
roll because of that advantage.
Yeah. So there is nothing else she can do. She is going to try and like futilely try and wiggle, her way out, but she cannot wiggle enough. But she is going to. I'm assuming she probably sees Fall like, heroically and dashingly defeating this creature, and just goes, Fall, get out of here right now. Don't get hurt, Fall. And he's just babbling.
I'll get you out. Just hold on.
So, Fall, from where you are with your passive perception, you would be able to see the nostrils and the levers in the nostrils too.
Oh, yes, okay.
And it is the Otyugh's turn. So it is going to it's gonna reach out a tentacle for you, Fall. Like its secondary tentacle. That is a 19.
That hits, yeah.
Okay. So you take, so that is not much. So that is 4 points of bludgeoning damage and 7 points of piercing.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
no, just 3. So it's 7 points of damage all up from the first attack. It is then going to attack.
I'm gonna do hellish rebuke
All right.
after it attacks me.
So what kind of save is it?
A Dex 15 save.
Dex 15. It fails.
Excellent. So it's going to take a bit of damage. That's 14 damage.
14 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to do its second attack against you. That is a natural 19 to hit. So that's again with its tentacle. So with this one, you take 4 points of bludgeoning and 8 points of piercing. So that's 12 points on this one total. And then it's going to go to bite you. And it should be noted you are grappled by it and restrained.
Right, yes.
So the bite attack misses because I rolled a natural 3.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Still smoky, but it's grappled as both.
Yeah. So we are back up to your turn. Paul.
Okay, so I'm grappled now. Can I do anything to escape the grapple? Is it?
You can use your action to escape the grapple if you want.
Yeah. Are my arms free?
They are.
Okay.
So you can still
In that
attack.
case, I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna keep attacking it,
Okay.
I guess.
Just note, because you are
yeah, I'll go
restrained,
to swing
your
it.
attacks
Yeah.
against the creature are at disadvantage.
Oh, that's fair. I think I could still hit. Let's see. So 10. Okay, so that's a 23 to hit.
That hits.
My staff. So he's just going to give it a little bop on the head
Yep.
for 11 damage. And then he's going to try
that's enough.
to.
That's
Oh,
enough.
sweet.
That was exactly enough. So you feel, as you bop it on the head, the tentacles go limp around you, and Stevie, you feel the tentacle go limp as well, as this creature just collapses to the ground. And under the pool of dead bodies that surround you.
Sevia's immediate response is to cling even harder to the wall and just watch it go down. Just her breathing starts to get very, very fast.
Fall gives it a couple more bops just to make sure it's dead. And then
Okay.
kind of like moves.
Yeah, like these are melee attacks, so within 5 feet. So just roll to hit just in case. But like assuming these hit, they're auto crits, and you confirm the kill with 2 more attacks.
I guess so, yeah. So that's a 21
Yep.
to hit.
Yep. So that hits. You don't need to roll damage, but roll me the second attack.
Okay. That is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. So it is. You confirmed the kill.
It's thoroughly dead now. Excellent. So I'll just kind of push the tentacles away and so Full heads over to Xavier and goes, it's all dead now. It can't harm you anymore. Are you well? Did it get you?
It got me. And she like closes her eyes really tight. She's like, it definitely got me. But you know, I'm beginning to get used to weird creatures just flailing about and hitting me with things. The issue is the pile of corpses we appear to be on.
Oh, yes. Fool's kind of just like checking over her for injuries, and we'll do a quick second level cure wounds as he's talking. I'll be like, oh, yes, that is quite a lot of bodies.
Yes, I thought
and
I
Fool
was...
isn't able to feel it. I'm like, 13 healing.
13 healing? Okay, cool. Well, she's going to get healed, and she's going to be like, yes, I thought I was getting better about the bodies thing, considering Exley and all his friends. But it turns out seeing a large quantity of bloodied corpses all at once is just bad for my brain. I'm not having a particularly great moment, and I don't know how we get out of here.
No, that's completely understandable. But don't worry. You don't need to look at the bodies. You're okay. I'll find a way for us to get out of this.
No, it's fine. I'm a big girl. I can handle this. She opens one eye, and immediately is just like, huh, and just makes forced eye contact with Fall, so she's not looking anywhere else. She is only looking at Fall. Mm-hmm. She's like, I can do this. Just can't let the peripheries go. That's fine.
Yes, just look at me, and we can figure out a way to do this together. Get out of here.
Good. Okay. Right. Did you see anything when you came in here that could help? There's a couple of levers up in the nose of this here devil friend. But
yes, I saw that too. That's I think that's all I can see, really. Should we give them a try, or I can give the room a quick scout for other places?
If you could potentially see if there are other ways out. We don't have a great track record with levers, but as long as we hold on very tight to a solid surface, hopefully, if the floor falls out from underneath us, we shall be fine.
Yes, that's true, and I can cast levitate. I've remembered that this time, so I'll keep that ready.
Good. Well, you do a good scout, and I shall maybe see how close I can get to the levers without touching them.
Yes, that sounds excellent. All right. So Full starts to investigate around the room for any other clues. That's a 7.
7. You find nothing.
Okay. Full's kind of like gingerly walks around the room. Very odd expression on their face. They're kind of like got their hand over their mouth like they're going to puke when they look at the corpses. But they don't manage to find anything.
Okay. Sevia has attempted to get close to the nose.
Okay, so
With
Yeah, there is
Yeah,
a
with
lever
all
in
10 of her strength.
there is a lever in each nostril.
Are they very high up?
Not really. No, because the whole face is about 8 foot high. So basically, and it's only about a 10-foot tall room,
Okay.
I believe.
Well, I haven't found any clues. It's quite an empty room apart from the obvious. We might have to give the levers a try.
Which one?
That's a good question.
Maybe both at once? Actually, and she taps her head.
Maybe.
In there. Do you have any idea what to do?
So remind me who it was you have in your head.
Give me
Is
two
Obalaka.
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 Obalaka. Hey, Obalaka.
So Obalaka says, I have no idea.
Helpful. Right. Well, what's the worst that could happen if we pull both at once?
No, that's true.
Kuba's
I
arm from
trust
within
you.
the back of your head falls. Says, that's the spirit.
Yes. Let's do it. Let's see what happens.
All right. Sevia, she reaches one hand up towards the lever, and then she's going to link arms with Fall, but then also, hold onto the wall with her hand, if you, get what I mean. So she's, connected to Fall, but she's holding onto the wall.
Okay.
And then she's going to reach up and grab the lever, and then look at Fall and be like, 1, 2, closes her eyes, 3.
Okay. All right. So the two of you pull down on the levers, and we're going to check in with Beatrice and Conrad separately before we reveal what happens with those levers.
The lever, Kronk.
So, Conrad, are you just all this time waiting in the pentagonal room?
Yeah, he probably start to get bored and pace around the pentagonal room, and he probably will start to peek into the next. So there's there's a little hallway. He'll start to peek into the next room.
Okay.
Bored.
So, you see, in this next room, an acidic stench fills this pentagonal chamber, which has 2 exits.
Ugh.
The walls are covered with riveted sheets of iron, and the pockmarked stone floor has a large puddle of grey slime in the middle of it. Friezes along each wall just beneath the ceiling depict 5 black dragons. There is also there's also a skeleton key skeleton in this room.
Dive bomb. I tackle the skeleton.
Yeah, all right. I would say let's just roll initiative first, just to see if it gets a chance to run away.
I did roll a natural 16, so perhaps
Yeah,
not.
no, I rolled
21.
I rolled a natural 5, so 7.
Yeah, 21. I dash.
So yeah, roll to hit. Are you going to use a weapon as you go to bludgeon into it, or are you just going to throw yourself into it?
My fists.
Your fists?
Yeah.
Okay.
Strike. I grab it.
Roll to hit.
Just tackles it. All right. Hang on. Oh, okay. I might not get it then. It's a 12.
12. That just misses.
Sorry, tries to tackle and skids along some of the slime.
You do get a second attack, do you not? Because of Thirsting Blade.
I get 2 attacks. True. So then he kind of whips around, tries to grab it again. Okay. I was like, it would be so funny if it was bad as well. That's a 23 to hit.
Okay, that hits. So what is your strength modifier?
So I do 3 damage.
3 damage. You actually do 6 because it is vulnerable to bludgeoning damage.
Excellent. So he kind of like spins around, skids, and then spins to try to correct himself, and then kind of like just throws himself into the skeleton tree.
Okay.
Very ungainly.
Yep. Okay. The skeleton on its turn is just going to make 2 dagger attacks against you. Both of those are 10, which don't hit.
They don't hit.
It is your turn.
Okay. Oh my god. I then roll an 8 to hit the first time.
8 total.
Yes. So I again scrabbles. Like it's like red face now because he's pissed off.
Yep. Okay. And
I'm gonna attack again. Oh it was an 8 again.
Oh
my god, that's too funny.
The skeleton key.
God damn it, hold still.
It's gonna do another 2 stabs at you. One of those is a natural 20. The other one is 13, which won't hit.
So the nat 20 hits.
Yeah. So 4, 5, 6 plus. So that is 10 points of piercing damage as I rolled the maximum damage too on a crit.
That's incredible.
And it's gonna just cheekily run off. You can make an attack of opportunity if you would like.
I will. Haha! That's a 21 to hit.
21 will hit, so it takes another 6 points of damage as your fist
we're trying to like
collides into the back of its skull as it runs away. It is barely hanging in there. So it is your turn.
Here. How dare you! He's gonna dash after it.
Okay.
Wherever it's gone.
Yeah.
Yep. Which will probably the most direct way will get me through that slime. So that I take the psychic damage.
So if you were going through the slime, you take 6 points of psychic damage.
All right. That just makes him angrier.
Yeah.
I attack it. I'm gonna try and attack it again.
Yeah.
So that's a 17.
That'll hit.
I got a natural.
Oh, a 7
no,
to hit.
7. I got a natural 1.
So you missed. Go.
I will say for flavor's sake, because that's a natural 1. Oh, he probably will be prone by that point. So it just like skids through the slime.
Yeah.
And it's like A over T basically.
You could
try
probably
attack once more.
Because you could essentially use your bonus action to dash to get back up.
Yes.
And then
a 17.
17, so that'll hit, and your fist just collides with its skull, or actually with its rib cage, and it just falls to pieces other than the skull.
I'll teach you.
Good thing no one was here to see that.
Yeah, he's exactly what Cora's thinking as he's like, just looks around like red-faced, just pissed off. That's what he's doing in that time frame.
Oh my. Alright, meanwhile, Beatrice waiting around with Artis and Dragonbait.
So Beatrice just sort of sighs heavily and then turns around to look at Artis and Dragonbait and just say, well, that's not good. Now, if I was Stevia, I'd have some magic and I could talk to Conrad or Stevia with my brain, but I don't. Conrad thinks we're going to him. I don't know what that leads to, and she gestures at the mouth on the door. And she looks at the two of them and goes, I'm stumped.
Dragonbait just shrugs. So Sevia and Fall as you pulled the levers, you sort of did the wrong thing, but you did the right thing at the same time. And fortunately, because they both activate at the same time, the right thing actually happens instantaneously. Whereas the others would have affected you on your turns. So, yeah. So you appear with all your equipment with you, right at the start of the dungeon, inside at that very first green devil face that you saw.
Wait, back at like where we lost Prime?
Yeah. No, not that far. In that T section with the devil face.
Which I think is
The
where
one
like
It's
we
just
technically
after,
Prime
because there was
Exley
Yeah.
got rid of him.
yeah.
Where the darkness demon was.
Yeah.
Where that was.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So we just like appear there. Oh my god.
Oh.
Stevie like probably like just lands fully on the ground and then like looks up and like does a double take. No, we haven't.
Well, we're out.
Where? No. We have to get down now. Down there now. Yes.
Oh, yes. How many floors away are we?
5.
Oh,
And we have to find the spiral staircase because this one through here doesn't take us to the correct places. Oh gods, I hope we don't run into anything. Oh gods.
this isn't ideal.
Yeah, so you know the spiral staircase starts on level 2. So you just need to go down one level through the grand staircase and then get
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right, we can
We
get there.
can do that. We just have to move very, very quickly. Okay.
Yes. And just a little like a fast walk. We can
Yes.
get there.
And then she is going to grab Fall's hand and like go to start zooming and then like stops and looks back at Fall very quickly and just goes, "Thank you. I'm glad you're all right."
I'm glad you're right. That was very bad circumstance. I'm so glad that thing didn't get you.
No, I hated every single second, but I'm glad you were with me and that we are safe-ish now.
Likewise.
And she's gonna get a big-eyed little look on her face. Oh no, you go.
Well, I was gonna go, maybe to like wash the image of like corpses and everything out of our minds. Would you mind taking just a second long before we head off? And then he like looks at her like lips.
Oh my god, Joanna, I was just about to get Sevia to ask for a kiss. Oh my god.
I mean, I will say you are aware that it's probably only been about like a minute or two, and it's probably only going to take you a minute to actually get down.
Sevia, like, that feeling of, but the routine crosses her face. But then she kind of does get all big-eyed and goes, 1 second. And then kiss.
Of course.
The
Yeah, but they kiss for a moment.
Okay, and then
and there we go.
make your way down.
And then we'll head down.
Cooper sounds like, wow, great kiss that for you really are excellent.
All right, so it's not too long that Beatrice, Dragonbait, and Artis are waiting in the end. As you eventually see Fall and Stevia descending hurriedly the staircase.
holding hands, covered in viscera.
Yeah.
How did you get up there?
Long story. Levers were involved.
Yes.
What was it?
Oh, there's no real tactful way to say it. It was a pit of corpses.
And some great big tentacle beast.
Yes, a rather large tentacle creature, intent on making us become one with the corpse pit.
Sevia, you would have recognized the creature as something called an 𝗖𝗔𝗦𝗧, sometimes kind of colloquially known as sewer beasts. So they basically eat like rotten flesh and refuse, and are often in like the sewers in Fierlor, or in like more populous areas, as a way of dealing with waste in the city.
Oh my god. Well, it was sort of like a large 𝗖𝗔𝗦𝗧, a sewer beast. They tend to eat, again, there's not really a tactful way to say it, rotten flesh and refuse. They're quite gross. First chance we get, we should clean our wounds, frankly. I don't delight in the idea of the infections we could acquire. However, I feel as if Conrad has been waiting a rather long time.
We should press on.
Yes.
And Beatrice will turn and start very carefully making her way down the corridor.
Yeah. Okay, so I can see, to make your way up to where Conrad is, there are 3 puddles. All of them have tight spots with the corridor. So can I get everyone, unless you have some way of going above, like of avoiding the puddle, can I get everyone to roll me 3 acrobatics checks? So, and I will note, you notice Artis does the same kind of spider climb thing that Conrad did.
22.
Curse.
Ooh, those aren't good.
So we've got a dirty 20, a 21, and a 14.
Okay, so the 14 will be a failure. So as kind of your last in that final corridor, as your foot basically just dips into the edge of the slime, you feel this shock headache that's there for a moment as you take 9 points of psychic damage.
Beatrice just sort of, don't do that.
Sevia and Fall, unless either of you have ways of getting past.
Well, I got 29, 22, and 30.
Yeah, so you managed to nimbly jump and leap between the puddles. As does Dragonbait, I will note.
Nice.
Sevia clearly was just really distracted by Fall's display of physical prowess, especially in the wake of the very traumatic 20 minutes she's had, because that's a 17, a 6, and a 4.
Okay, so the 17 is a success.
Cool.
The DC was 15, so you take so your first one was the success, so you're able to clear the first puddle fairly easily. The second one proves a bit more difficult, and you come into contact with it at the edge, and a split headache rings through your mind for a moment as you take 1 point of psychic damage.
Okay.
And then as you try to cross the final puddle, swings and roundabouts. And
Hit me.
as you're kind of still reeling from that one, you struggle to even make like the leap past the second one and take the full 10 points of psychic damage.
Yeah. Cool.
But you're past it now.
Yep. Cool. She makes it through the puddles and she just grumpiest little look on her face. Just, And she's gonna like get out of the hallway and like shake off her shoes.
Yeah.
And then is probably actually going to shoot old. Are we in the pentagonal room?
Yes. And I imagine Conrad, I assume you're working once you've done that. So there's two possibilities essentially after the skeleton. You see there is another kind of corridor that seems to lead into some sort of room that isn't connected to the cog rooms, or you could return back to the mossy cog.
Oh, but at this
Come
point,
across.
he still hasn't heard any word back from them, so he would proceed on to the next room.
Okay.
Did a little hop over the little gap of the water.
Yeah. Okay, so continuing through this corridor, you see
You guys would probably see you could see traces of where Conrad's walked, stuff like that. It's not hard to find. You can shoot a message to him, but yeah.
Yeah, I think Beatrice, with where you are, upon getting into that room, you would kind of see Conrad going through the doorway in the subsequent one. So Conrad, coming into this 4 foot high, 7 foot. So coming into this room, you see a 4 foot high, 7 foot wide iron lectern in the middle of a rusty iron plated room. The lectern is topped by a slanted control panel. Set into the control panel are a gold lever with a star-shaped handle, 2 dials in red and blue, and 2 buttons of the same colors. Wall engravings behind the control panel show 5 groups of circles with a small crystal embedded in the wall under each one. The crystal under the configuration labeled 3 glows bright green. 3 6-inch diameter rusty iron pipes jut from the wall above the engravings. So I will share this handout, as this is your perspective.
Okay.
This is the console and the drawings.
The major puzzle. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Interesting.
So meanwhile, everyone else at this stage is in the cog of rot. So in this this pentagonal room with a pungent stench of sick plants and rotting compost.
Conrad went this way. Beatrice will follow the way that Conrad went.
Okay.
Oh. Sevia will as well, but as probably holding False hand unless he wants to stay. But she will shoot Conrad a little message and just go, "We finally made it. Have you found anything?"
Oh, it took you a while. Yes, I found the key.
Oh, good.
Yes. So all that remains really is to find a way down. I found a little control room, it looks like. I'm not really sure what the symbols mean. They all seem to be too similar.
So
Just a little bit further off with the room I was describing. I got sidetracked.
Yeah. So I will state that if anyone ever wants, especially with puzzles, if anyone ever wants a hint, you can ask. You can make the request for a hint as direct or indirect as you want, depending on what you're asking. I will ask for some sort of check, typically intelligence based, and then I will give you some information based on what your character would know off of that check.
Cool. Well, We're on our way to you. We'll see if we can work this out, shall we?
Yes, no problem. You will kind of like walk back to where the entrance is, look back.
So everyone makes their way to the little control room.
Yes.
Now, something I forgot to mention. There was the
More
aboleth slime. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So.
How much do I get hit with?
Oh wait, no. You would have still had.
yeah.
How long does spider climb last?
An hour.
Yeah. So you still would have had it up. Beatrice, you can make a check if you would like to try to avoid it. Artis has his spider climb.
I would like to do that.
So as a fun kind of little visual, when you enter the room, Conrad is standing like on. He's like looking at the wall, but he's standing sideways. On one
25.
the walls there.
25 is enough to avoid it. Dragon bait rolls enough to avoid it. Stevia, can you roll me an acrobatics? And Paul, if you're going into the control room, can you roll me an acrobatics?
Also kind of like sideways, because like spider climb, it's basically your hands are still free, so he's kind of like going with like one hand to his chin and the other one's holding the little torch he's got, which he can relight and stuff like that.
That's a 12.
All right, so you take 8 points of psychic damage.
I got a 31. I think I'll save you next time.
Okay. All right. So you're really feeling these psychic bursts, Stevia.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's fine.
yeah, we have this this console and the images on the wall. So each image is a number of shapes. But the shapes are at consistent points.
Yeah. They all seem to be the same too.
Yeah. So the shapes are at consistent points. With each other, they're at the same points.
It's the entrance points of the little pentagram.
There we go.
There we go.
It's
There
the
we go.
room.
Yeah. Yeah. And I will say, so because you've realized that, I will say you notice that the one with the glowing gem rings consistent with the path of the entryways as they were when you came through them, Conrad.
Oh, welcome. What took you so long? Come have a look here. The symbols seem to match up, but notice here, I think this is like a configuration of some sort.
Xavier and Full got eaten by a door.
Pardon?
Well, we didn't have to tell Conrad that. The door with a mouth swallowed us.
Oh, just those two.
Yes, and we were sent to a pit full of bodies. It was rather unpleasant.
Yes, and then we slayed a sewer beast.
Okay.
Yes, and then we ended up back at the start of this whole temple and had to make our way back down.
Now, with Conrad's like brain power, they've described a corpse full of pits. Oh my gosh, a pit full of corpses. Can you imagine that? Oh, horrible! Don't imagine that.
I mean, there's probably a lot of corpses that are full of pits.
Definitely down there. A corpse. I was about to say the same thing again. Pit full of corpses. With his brain power, can I roll something? Because when Withers was attacking us, when we tried to quiz him, where did Exley go? He was like, "Oh, where all the bodies go." Could he deduce that might be?
That might
connected?
That might be where Exley was sent to.
How did you get there? Was that through the door?
Yes, it swallowed us.
Oh, yes, we just kind of appeared in there.
Strange. You didn't. The creature we attacked when we were ambushed mentioned a place where all bodies go, you know? I suppose there could be many places like that here. You didn't see...
We did not see 𝗖𝗧.
Oh, no.
Well, that could
I
mean
didn't-
anything. Might not have
He,
been the room he was talking about.
Yes, it could have been any room. And it's impossible to miss 𝗖𝗧.
Yes, he's quite tall.
Yes. So,
Very distinctly not flashy.
No, except for the mushrooms. Well, the door. Yes, the wall. So I think these levers might move them. I don't quite know where we need to get to, but I suppose there's this little room with the little wind symbols, perhaps. So there's like a star room.
So, Conrad, because you went exploring and saw certain things, can I get you to roll me an intelligence check? Very quickly.
Okie dokie. Oh, there's my good rolls now. So it's a 19 plus 3. So
Okay. So,
we do.
you're able to piece together, the star on the end here, consistent with like the doors, there's a star on this lever. That is clearly representative of this, where this path is. Then on top of that,
yes.
you've got the, towards the bottom of each pattern, you've got the line with the 2 dots, which is almost like a very basic pictographic representation of the stone juggernaut that you saw to the south.
Yes, that's right. Oh.
So there may also be hints to what is in each of sorts to what is at different points and where the different exits should be with these little shapes and what the shapes are.
Yeah, so he's very curious about the little pie symbol, I suppose. It's like 2 curved lines.
Yeah.
They're in a little pentagon completely separate to where we are right now.
Gene symbol and this pie, yeah.
Okay, so we're near Star right now.
So are there more?
So there is also some advice from the spirits that comes in with this room. And I need to remind myself of who has what. Who's with who. So, did I not write that down? I could have sworn.
Well, I've got Papa Zottel.
So Papa Zottel. So, Papa Zottel asserts that the blue controls are helpful, the red controls are baleful.
Have you seen this pipe before?
No, I'm just certain that blue is always helpful when red is harmful.
That is interesting logic.
Beatrice
No
has
one-
Moa.
Yeah, no one has Ankh, no one has Wongo. So yeah, that is all the advice that the spirits have to give.
Okay, so I should probably use blue. All right. I presume this is the dial.
So there's a blue dial, a red dial, a blue button, a red button, and the golden star lever.
Just looking at the entrances that are on these. It will actually allow us to get to anywhere. These little pentagram things. Oh, so currently, we can move there. How do we get to that third room?
well,
Maybe the 5th one might.
the 5th one might, potentially the 1st one.
Yes. It just depends on how you can traverse around. If we can go around the exterior, it shouldn't be too difficult. Kind of just theorizing out loud now. But he's generally trying to look.
Sivia's acting as if he's talking to him.
Artist off the back of that says, the two of us, Conrad, would be in a particularly good position to do that because we can walk on the walls.
That is true.
So if we could get the rooms into a position where the center room leads to the right room and then leads to ideally both the north and the south, but if we have to do multiple trips, then we have to. But if we can get one where we can go from the center to the right for everyone else, we can make our way, if we can find an outside entrance into the other, to meet back up.
Yes, that is possible. So that's the first configuration, or...
So yes, the first configuration or the last configuration would all allow the right room to lead north, and the center room to lead north in the case of the first one.
Excellent. Cool. The problem is I don't know how to... I suppose...
And the two both connect.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's testing. Connor is going to then just turn the red dial to the right.
Turn the red dial to the right. Going against...
No, the blue one. The blue one, sorry.
Okay, I just wanted to...
Yes.
If you hadn't had the advice from Papazoddle, I would have just taken you for it. But so blue dial to the right. So flicking it to the right once. So the central gem dims, and gem number 4 goes green.
Aha.
You do not hear any movement from outside, which you would expect to hear with cogs.
Perhaps activated with a switch. All right. And so he's gonna play around with it, like move it to then back to the center and then to the left to see if the lights change.
So you work out that the blue dial basically can be used, so it will snap back to the center when released. But you can use it to basically go choose which configuration you want to have the light under it.
Cool. Awesome. So I don't know, either 1 or 4 or 5. 1, I guess. We'll try.
Okay.
So he configures it to that. Then do you probably press the button?
Which
or
button?
The star.
The blue button or the gold lever
the blue
or the
button,
red button?
I guess.
Okay, so do you press the button?
Yeah.
Okay, you hear as the cogs shift around. You are currently not quite trapped in this room, but you are trapped in that you cannot directly access the cogs from here because position 1 does not allow entrance from the star.
Well, that is a good. That was a good test then. Number 5, it shall be. And so we reconfigure to that.
So, do you want to configure to 3 first to get everyone in the center, as Artis was suggesting?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I didn't quite follow that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
So because it's going to be a lot easier for the two of you to basically walk around because you've got that spider climb.
All right. So we go back to 3, and he's like, "All right, we should go into the center room, and then we shall move it and try and get us to cross to the far side. I believe this will work."
The center one?
Yes.
All right then.
And then you should be able to get to the far room as with the symbols, and then we should be able to make up the time by climbing across the walls.
Okay.
All right.
We do that.
Okay.
Good luck.
Okay.
So, as the 4 of you, so Sevia, or the 5, 4. Sevia, Beatrice, Fall, and Dragonbait get back to the central cog. You notice that the air is now thick with a strange gaseous substance. Can I get the four of you to roll me a Constitution saving throws, please.
I got a 12.
Okay. Dragonbait was a natural 20.
21.
21.
Nice.
Dragon bait.
Celia?
I forgot her con modifier is really good. That's a 22.
22. So
Nice.
everyone succeeds except for Fall. Fall, you take some poison damage. Everyone takes poison damage, sorry, but those who succeeded take half. So as this room fills up with poison, successful. So that is 18 points of poison damage to Fall and 9 to everyone else in the room.
Beatrice sort of shouts backwards, I think you'd better be quick, and then just sort of coughs.
All right. There is also in this room, almost sustained by the poison now, some of the rotting foliage seems to have come to life as these shambling mounds. And can I get everyone, including Conrad and Artis, because their movement will be very important for this, to roll initiative for me, please. So
I got another natural 20, which makes it a 22.
Ooh. My
Okay.
gosh, good rolls.
21.
Yep.
23.
10.
was that a 10?
10.
So Conrad was 23, Fall was 10. Artis was also 10. Dragonbait, natural 20.
Oh my gosh. Savior and Dragonbait
which
just
is
keep rolling 20s
a
this
26 for Dragonbait.
Dragonbait's like the quiet, like, MVP. He's
So
bad.
his spirit is the one that gives 23 dex.
Oh. Nice.
So that's why he's no longer wearing the armor, because he has now a higher AC without it. Yeah.
It's because he's sexy, Darby. You can admit it.
It's alright. We all see Dragonbait's parts.
So these things have rolled. One's rolled average, one's both. The other two have rolled poorly for initiative. Okay, so Dragonbait wins initiative handily, and the so he's going to start by just whacking the shambling mound with a longsword. Twice. So that is an 18 and a 19, so those both handily hit. So that is Zoe, say what you said in the chat in the podcast.
Is Dragonbait weed whacking?
Take
That's so funny.
take inspiration for that.
Finally.
All right. So
I see we already had inspiration. Now I have 2.
so first attack is not unfortunately a finesse weapon, so he can't benefit from the +6 he now has to dex, but he does already have a +3 weapon, so So that is 10 points of damage to start with the first attack. And then the second attack is another 8. Alright. So, next is Conrad.
Alrighty. So Conrad, I guess probably hasn't heard this. He's gonna run down the hallway, and then we're gonna try and scale up the wall, I guess.
You haven't. I don't believe you've shifted the other yet. The party have only just gone to the center.
I do that.
Yeah. So so the cogs rotate around, and like you're a rogue, you can use the movement to get through as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before it rotates.
Not before it rotates.
Okay, yeah.
But like you can probably get to the end of the corridor by the end of your turn.
Alright, that's what I do.
Okay.
That's
Yep. Okay. So, next is Sevia. So you all are kind of slightly disoriented as the cogs are rotating around.
And also we all just got poisoned.
Yes. And I should double check whether ball is considered poison. No, ball is not considered poison.
Okay. Well, I will just...
However, you are starting your turn in a gas field area, so can I please get you to roll a Constitution save? I needed to do that for Dragonbait as well, which I've done. He succeeded.
14.
That is a success.
Cool. So I will just say I did forget to check this before we start, but Sevia would have been next to Fall at the start of all of this. So where is a position I can get into where all of them are within a 20-foot radius sphere of me?
For a fireball, is it?
Yes.
So you don't have to be in the center. You just need to be able to see the central point of the fireball. So you could easily
All this time I've been assuming she... Okay.
There's a range
I knew that,
to it.
But I didn't know it. Okay, cool.
There's a range to it, but you don't have to be in the fireball.
That's right. That is how it works. I've forgotten how my favorite spell works. Anyway.
I think you've probably forgot because half the time you can just lay it down being in the middle of it because of being an evocation wizard.
Yes. So, they all need to make dexterity saving throws, please. Except for my friends.
Yes. They are not great
Sculpting around them.
They are not great at dex saves.
They have to beat an 18.
Yeah. For context, they have to roll a 19 or higher.
Watch
which
them all nat
none
20.
of them do. One of them rolled a natural 18, but it's still a -1 to their dex.
I was gonna say, they've got a minus dex, don't they?
Yeah. So
right.
roll the damage.
And I would like to preemptively say I'm adding empowered evocation to this, so my intelligence modifier will be added to the damage
Alright.
at the end of this. And also, with Elemental Adept, I can treat all 1s as 2s, so let me just...
And I believe
fix
with
that.
Elemental Adept, you cancel out resistance, don't you?
Yes.
So they are resistant to fire, but your fire, the magic of your fire, you are so used to casting, you are so like finesse, like you have it down to an absolute art that the fire burns so hot that it just sears through that resistance.
Yep. There's a bunch of 6s in here. So 1 6 is 6, 2 6 is a 12, 3 6 is 18, 4 6 is a 24, 28, 30, 35, 37, 39 points of fire damage, plus my intelligence modifier, so that is I just said 39. Make that 44 points of fire.
44. Oof. Okay.
Thank you, Elemental Adept.
Yeah, because that would have been 22 if you weren't an Elemental Adept. Probably lower because you wouldn't have gotten to reroll.
Oh no, I don't reroll ones. I just get to treat ones as 2s.
Okay. But even so, yeah, probably less because you wouldn't have treated ones as 2s. 22. Okay. Next is Beatrice. With a shambling mound in your face.
With one in my face, which I am going to immediately bonus action Slayer's Prey on it.
Yep.
And then I'm going to slash it with my sword.
Okay. Roll to hit.
$23.
23 certainly hits. And Dragonbait is right there with it too, so you get sneak attack as well. So you're also going to roll a lot of d6s here.
Just remember exactly how many I get to roll. Oh, hang on. And then there's also that one. Oh, there's a couple of 6s there.
Oh.
So that's 12.
Oh, that's the other thing. Once you've added up that damage, roll the Constitution save at the top of your turn for the poison.
27.
27. Nice. So, and the poison saving throw, which is Constitution. This one is looking shaky too.
18 for the saving throw.
18. Yep. You
And,
are fine. Oh,
I'm gonna
wait a second. It's still half damage on a failure. I forgot about that. So I'll just roll the one set of damage for all 3, and everyone halves it. So that is 18. So all 3 take 9 points of poison damage.
And I slash at him again.
All right.
That's 15 to hit.
15 misses. Oh wait, no, that's Dragonbait's AC. 15 just hits the shambling mound. So roll damage.
So that's 14 points of damage.
All right, so okay. All right. It is now the shambling mound's turn. And I'm going to make this simple for myself. Beatrice, can you please... Oh no, it has to be grappled. So I'm gonna attack Beatrice twice with a slam attack. That is a 19 and a 24. Those both hit. So you take 23 points of bludgeoning damage. And you are grappled and engulfed by the shambling mound. So you are blinded and restrained, unable to breathe, and must make and you need to make a con save at the start of each of the mound's turns, or take bludgeoning damage. Okay, so, Fall, it is your go. You just saw Beatrice get engulfed by the shambling mound.
Wonderful, excellent. Okay. Why has this been a theme recently?
This is the same session too.
Oh yeah.
It's truly the Vor session.
Let's go draw a fan out of this. Fall will go. Oh dear, and get out the
Constitution save for me.
Ooh.
as there's
Indeed.
poison on the
Okay.
air.
Oh, that's alright. 17.
17. That is a success, so you do get to halve the damage. So that is 17. So 8 points of poison damage you take. But are you resistant to poison damage as a drunken
think
master?
So. I think that's something I get
Or is it
later.
Or is it just poison? Yeah, so you're not. Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
no. Yeah.
So 8
okay.
points of poison damage at the top of your turn, and you get to do whatever you want following that.
Yeah, so I'm going to attack twice with my Staff of Striking, trying
All
to
right.
dislodge Beatrice. Oh, that's a nat 20.
All right. So maximum
right.
damage plus
Okay.
your roll.
So, 17 plus. Okay, 17 plus 14. Oh no, but then max on the charges as well.
So you're going to use some charges.
Yep.
Okay.
So what's that? 17 plus? I can't remember what I said.
So
but that's
17
an additional
plus
18
14, I think it was.
plus 18.
Plus 18.
Yeah.
That's enough to just destroy this one. So the foliage just is ripped apart from the blunt force of the staff as Beatrice is released. And you have movement if you want to get to one of the other shambling mounds for your other attacks.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess as my bonus action, I'm going to say to Beatrice, good job on surviving that one. Try not to let that happen again. And I will give her bardic inspiration. And then I'm going to run over to the one at the base and use my second attack.
All right. Roll to hit.
It's another nat 20.
All right.
Are these the new dice that you sent you?
So that's- they are. They're your dice.
They never rolled that well for us. My God.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. So 17 plus 10, so 27, and then I'll do more of the charges.
Okay.
27 plus 18
All
is the
right.
total.
So you rolled the charges as well as added the max?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, this one's looking shaky now. And you still have 1 or 2 bonus action attacks depending on whether you want a flurry of blows.
I did a bonus action to Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. Artis's go. He is going to use his to go through the corridor and chat with Conrad, and then we have the other 2 shambling mounds. So first one is the one up here that is going to go towards. Who is it going to go towards? going to roll a d4 to decide. It's going to go towards Sevia as the second closest to it. And make 2 attacks. With slam attacks. Oh, I don't even have to add modifiers. Because the lower of those was a 12.
Which is my AC.
Yeah. And the other one was a nat 20. So
Is this
Well, I'm going to get
constant
to attack
punishment
as a
for-
reaction.
you
but-
are going to get a sentinel strike.
Yeah.
This is definitely punishment for not having mage armor up, Zoe.
Shut up.
So the non-crit is 12 points of bludgeoning damage. The crit is 26 is 30 points of bludgeoning damage, which I believe means you are down.
Sivia's down.
As you are engulfed.
She's
You're
unconscious.
unconscious and engulfed by the shambling mound.
Shit. So as this happened, Fall will instinctively go and make a swing, trying to keep it away from her.
Yeah.
That's a 27 to hit and
Oh.
13
Sorry, I'll
damage.
Yep.
As it hits.
27, 13 damage. Okay. So that is. So. Okay. It's still fairly solid as far as its hit points are concerned.
Yeah. Well,
And the other shambling mound that you've just attacked, or that you attacked before, is going to do 2 attacks on you, Fall. Nowhere near as successful. One of those is a natural 3, which I doubt is going to... Yeah, it's a 10 and a 17.
No.
So both
No,
miss.
They miss.
Yeah. And that is where we're going to leave it for this week. With I think the entire party, really, other than Conrad, and Artis and Dragonbait to an extent, in a rather precarious position.
Out of the corpse pit, into the shambling mound. See you next week, y'all.
See you next week.
See you later.
Goodbye.
Bye.